one and only MSJ, Max for short, and welcome to my YouTube channel. And in this video, it is episode 4 of season 2 of the 13th Wolfman Challenge. If you don't know what that is, just plain and simple, is like last year, I was like, 13th Wolfman, go into your movie collection, find a movie that you bought a few hundred times, and as well as I want you to issue me a challenge, and so I go in my movie collection and find a movie on a challenge that you have beholded on to me. And ever since we've been doing this, it started last year. We're in the season 2 with season 2 kicking off with him issuing the challenge to me out of the blue, which I think I really like that. So just that's what the whole kind of the gist of this series is, just having fun and talking about movies that we have in our collection, but in a fun way. So but before I go any further, I need you to do a few things for me. I need you to click subscribe, hit the bell to stay notified for any future videos I will be creating right here on this channel, and as well as leave a like, comment, and share, because it helps me get my videos out there to a much broader audience. And as well as I need you to do the same for I Am the Ice Lord, and as well as the fellow YouTuber I am collaborating with, the 13th Wolfman. Go over to their channels and do the exact same. And this is for you, I Am the Ice Lord. If you happen to see this, you are more than welcome to join us in doing this challenge. At the end of this video, I will be issuing the new challenge, and you are more than welcome to issue a challenge at the end of your videos if you want to join us when we do these videos. So let me know in the comments down below if you want to join in. We'll, obviously we'll adjust our format a little bit for you. So just thank you. And you're if you don't know who I Am the Ice Lord is, he's doing this really cool director spotlight on William Hellfire. He's doing like a marathon videos, and it's really cool because I have always wanted to do videos like that, like watch a video over the day and kind of record my thoughts throughout the movie. And maybe once I get a week off vacation off work, I'll maybe do that. So, but anyways, go over to their channels, do the exact same thing that I just asked of you. That'd be a huge solid to me, and thank you. So now, the challenge that I issued to the 13th Wolfman in the last video was, I want you to pick a movie from the year that you was born. And he picked out a really good one. And the one that I have picked from the year that I was born is Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. This is actually my favorite of the Indiana Jones films. I don't know why. I think I like the whole aspect of it. It just feels like a complete movie, and I'm not saying that none of the other Indiana Jones movies don't feel that way, but this one, just to me, like from start to finish, it feels like a very cohesive, fun adventure movie. I mean, so does Raiders and Temple of Doom and stuff like that, but for some reason, just The Last Crusade, wow, it's so much fun, starting from young Indiana Jones, on that whole train with the zoo animals, and you figure out how he gets his scar on his chin, to him having his relationship with his father, who's played by Sean Connery, and some Nazis are thrown in, and so it's just like, wow, it's so much fun. It's a good adventure movie, and especially I like the whole Holy Grail aspect of it at the end. That's what they're trying to get to, and I love like when the theological element gets thrown into movies, like when the demons and angels really start to ramp up in Supernatural, Lucifer, Prophecy with Christopher Walken, like movies like that. I really love like that whole angels and demons aspect of movies, and as well as like when it's done in a way that I really like. I'm like, I don't want to just be a retelling of the story, but I'm like, I want a spin on it, or take someone's at the very end of this movie, spoiler alert, they have to find the cup that Christ drank from, and there's like hundreds of these cups in this room, and they have to like make the one choice, and it's a life or death, and I really like that. So I just just like that. So that is the year that I was born. The movie from the year that I was born. Now, he kind of piggybacked on my answer, which is no problem. I kind of done the same to him a few times, and he wanted me to pick a movie from my youth, like from the ages of the day that I was born to age 12. And there's only one movie that came to mind, and that was Steven Spielberg's Jurassic Park. Spielberg has kind of had a strong footing in my younger watching movie years. So with E.T., all the Indiana Jones. I have a Jaws poster right behind this camera. And so, what other movies? Like Back to the Future. I know he produced those movies. So, it's just like, wow. It's just Spielberg had a very strong footing in my early watching movie career. And with Jurassic Park, it was no other because this movie came out when I was 4. So, and there was a lot of intense scenes when this movie for a 4-year-old, and like with the opening scene with the Velociraptor, which I have very strong feelings on as I have gotten older on. The Dilophosaurus with Newman, when he gets eaten in the little car, the chasing with the T-Rex, and the whole, the T-Rex breaking free. There's a lot of intense scenes in the movie, even later in the movie, with the chase scenes with the Velociraptor in the kitchen and around the lobby area of the main entrance of the park. So there's and my mom showed me like a making of documentary of Jurassic Park, and that kind of really changed the way I view movies. If it wasn't for that, I'm like, okay. My mom's like, you can watch whatever you want as long as you don't do or say what you see on screen. And look, this is what happens. I have a whole shelf dedicated. I have 2 shelves dedicated to horror movies, because when in the era of still being able to rent movies and going to places to rent movies, Nightmare on Elm Street was the movie series that first got me into horror. And then from there, it just grew and grew and grew and grew. And I'm like, I'm the horror fan that I am today. And I'm going, um, dedicating a whole month to horror movies. So it's like, if it wasn't for Jurassic Park, I probably wouldn't be as big of a fan of movies as I am, because it allowed the floodgates to open to me watching so many other movies and genres of movies. Like from watching like Nightmare on Elm Street, I'm like, well, like I have to watch Jason now. And then I didn't watch Hellraiser until like last year or so, but like Halloween, and then I wouldn't like fully understand the what it meant for the Hatchet trilogy to be kind of going back to those old school graphics and like practical effects and stuff like that. That's what I meant. So to really feel like, oh man, and so it's like growing up with like new incarnations of each of the series, like, oh well, like you actually kind of, it wasn't alive for the good chunk of some of these horror franchises, but it's just like being able to like really like see where it started from, and then when they were around your age, it's like all really started with Jurassic Park, just a dinosaur movie, a fun dinosaur movie. So that's really all I gotta say about that. But that was when I was 4 years old, Jurassic Park changed the way I view movies. So, oh, man, I cannot believe that it's been that long. Wow. So, with all that said, now it's my chance. Now it's my turn to challenge the 13th Wolfman, and I am the Ice Lord to a challenge. So, I want you to go into your movie collections and find 3 movies that you do a trilogy of. Like, they're not necessarily episode 1, episode 2, episode 3, like maybe it's like, oh, like here's a prime example. Like there's a series of Kurt Russell movies that I watched all 3. Like I watch Escape from New York, Big Trouble in Little China, and Backdraft. Those are the 3. I watch The Thing only once a year. So I don't include that one in that series. So I usually watch 3 really good Kurt Russell movies. And so like could be kind of centered around an actor or a director, or just kind of like 3 movies that kind of have very similar taste. Kind of like Alien, Then you can do kind of like OL, and like I don't know, just something like Slugs, Slither, and the Creeps. Night of the Creeps. Kind of like it's like kind of like that. So that's what I want you to do. I want you to go into your movie collection and kind of just find 3 unrelated movies that you make a trilogy out of. So that is all. I am the one and only MSJ, Max for short, and all I can say is thank you.